Frank Darris is my guest. He's America's top insurance attorney, and we thought we would talk today about a lot of people on the highways, through the airways, taking trains.
I fly 150,000 miles a year. I certainly am a veteran and a road warrior and try and keep a smile on my face when things get canceled. But it's not just the cancellation. It's one thing if you're going home and, gosh darn it, your flight's supposed to leave at 2 and you get out at 6, or you're leaving at 6 and you get out at 11, you still get home. Here's where it gets tricky. A lot of people are going to want to take some cruises. Those are times when, if you're late, you just can't helicopter in to your cruise ship. Or you're looking at your place where you're going to vacation, and gosh darn it, Gary, there's the hurricane. The Caribbean is in the middle of a problem, and either your resort is uninhabitable, your hotel has serious damage, and if you're on the island, you got to get out. And if you're going to the island, how do you cancel it? So it's tough stuff.
It is, and the other thing that many times happens when you are traveling is that you'll make one reservation, but you'll get behind and you'll not make another reservation that you have, and that happens a lot when you fly, and that screws up everything. Everything is backlogged as a result, and let's face it, one of the things that's changed dramatically is that the airlines today, and they purposely do this, is supply and demand. They make sure that the aircraft that are in the air are near capacity. And so if you miss a flight, it ain't going to be real easy to book passage on another flight because there just won't be any seats available.
Let's try and help everybody because, I'm not somebody that likes to pay extra for insurance. I want us all to get the right price or pay a stupid low price for insurance. It just depends how big the ticket is. How long is the trip? And if you're looking at something that's 7, 10, 14 days, and you're older and you've got some health issues, a traveling companion, they have a problem. They have a heart attack. They can't travel. What do? I think a family emergency that cuts a vacation short or an emergency that precludes you from going, I think you got to look at your family. Hey, if you're young and you're fun and everybody is healthy as a horse, walk right by the travel insurance. On the other hand, if you're older and you've got medication and you've got heart issues or blood pressure or all kinds of different things that people can have, that's something that, boy, oh boy, I really look at that cost and say, wait a second, if I have to cut this short and come home, I'm going to be buying tickets, I'm going to be paying for the remainder of my trip, and gosh darn it, Gary, what happens if you have to get to a foreign hospital and our insurance here in the U.S. doesn't cover us over there? Certainly if you're older, Medicare definitely doesn't cover you when you're abroad.
Very definitely. And the other thing is if you have to be airlifted back, let's say, to the United States or to a place for surgery, my goodness.
Out here, you mentioned the airlift. For my younger travelers that are surfing around the world, they're going to a great place. Gosh darn it, they get a neck injury. That airlift is $25,000 to $35,000. Take 1, 2, or 3 of these tips. Check out travel insurance or trip interruption insurance. And when you do travel, make sure that the house is safe, things are locked up, and you stay off Facebook in terms of your intentions so the burglars can go someplace else.